Thanks for joining us on National Focus. I'm Kimani St. In the headlines, Finance Minister says funds for geothermal plant already secured. Electoral Commission awaiting legislation to implement voter ID cards. And Dominica hosts the 30th Caribbean Cadet Association Commandants Conference. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
I believe in the natural order of things. I believe in the harmony of things. In everything we do, we have to keep it natural. I've been doing farming for now over a decade. My day is very hectic, but I make it light. Because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing the best quality goods and to make sure that the people that receive it, they receive the best that they can ever get. Right from the farm, everything that I grow, I process them back into the farm so that the same things that grow in the farm is what protects the farm. Tourism is my business. It's not just dealing with the foreigners that come in, but it's preparing those things that when they come, they can feel and taste the difference in coming to this exotic island. And it starts with the farmer, because we provide the things that they eat, that they taste, that they drink. I believe in my heart that it's my responsibility to provide quality. My name is Tony Alves, and tourism is my business.
Thanks for staying with us. The geothermal project, part of government's plan to provide a more reliable and affordable source of energy for Dominica, has received further funding to ensure completion. The Honorable Minister for Finance, Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, during his budget address last Thursday, revealed that these funds have been made available by the government as well as other benefactors. For the 2017-2018 fiscal year alone, $36.4 million has been allocated to the Ministry of Trade, Energy and Employment. Over the last 12 months, government has established the Dominica Geothermal Development Company, the DGDC, which has a full complement of staff to move ahead with the construction of the plant, a project which is expected to reduce Dominica's dependence on crude oil from other countries.
In June of this year, the government of New Zealand recruited a project manager who is now engaged with the DGDC. Funding from the project will come from various sources. Government will contribute EC $40.5 million. In addition to government's contribution, we have secured all the funds required to construct the plant for our development partner. Grant funding will comprise an amount of $30 million from the government of the United Kingdom, $5.4 million from the government of New Zealand, $5.4 million from SIDSDA. The government has also applied for a grant funding under the United Arab Emirates Caribbean Renewable Energy Fund. The grant is expected to be between $8.1 million and $13.5 million, and would fund a battery storage system to be used in the national electricity grid.
The Finance Minister says funding for this project will also be obtained from the World Bank in the form of a loan of $16.2 million at a highly concessionary rate of 0.75% with a 10-year grace period and 40 years repayment plan. The Honorable Minister for Finance noted that the environmental and social impact assessment for the geothermal project is ongoing in the Roosevelt Valley.
This will take into consideration the impact of the construction and operation of the geothermal plant on the residents of the Roosevelt Valley. Every effort will be made to ensure that adverse impacts on the communities and the environment will be mitigated. Compensation will be given to landowners, and support will also be provided to residents who occupy lands to ensure that they are not left worse off.
The designs for the plant are progressing and should be completed by the third quarter of 2017.
Once the plant has been commissioned, the DGDC will sell power to Dominica to be distributed throughout the country. So far, I have been advised that based on the regulations of the Independent Regulatory Commission, IRC, Domlec must pass on the lower tariff to the consumers. That is to say, Domlec is not allowed to add to the cost at which the power will be sold. This will ensure that the lower cost of electricity from geothermal will pass through to the consumers of our country.
Honorable Skerrit informed that negotiations are ongoing with the Dominica electricity company, Domlec, to finalize the terms of the power purchase agreement between the DGDC and Domlec. Negotiations are expected to be completed in the coming weeks. The Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Senator Francine Baron, has decried parliamentary opposition for barring the legislation for electoral reform. Speaking in support of the 2017-2018 national budget at Parliament on Monday, Honorable Baron informed the House that the Electoral Commission is ready to implement the voter identification card system but is unable to proceed without proper legislation. Organized protest by the opposition earlier this year caused the premature conclusion of Parliament before the legislation could be presented to the House.
Madam Speaker, the opposition says that they want electoral reform. But really and truly, do they really want electoral reform, Madam Speaker? I don't think so. Madam Speaker, they said that they wanted voter identification cards. They said that they wanted a cleanup of the electoral register. But Madam Speaker, when we brought the legislation to Parliament, they brought their protesters outside Parliament to agitate against it. Do they want it, Madam Speaker? And Madam Speaker, what is their excuse? That the government is trying to legalize bribery and cheating. Madam Speaker, they hang their hat on a statement that was made by electoral observers from the Commonwealth, that there were multiple instances of cheating and bribery, including the transportation of electors to the island to vote. Madam Speaker, that statement is flawed.
She informed that local and regional courts have ruled that the facilitation of transportation of voters to vote in and of itself does not constitute bribery.
Based on what the courts have said can constitute bribery and cheating, the government felt that it was necessary to spell that out in the legislation so that everybody would know what constitutes bribery and cheating in accordance with how the courts have interpreted it, Madam Speaker. That is what the government brought to this House, Madam Speaker.
Government has invested $6.1 million for a new ID card system.
It is my understanding that the Electoral Commission has proceeded to commission the development of the modern identification card system, that the system has been developed, Madam Speaker, that the system has been installed at the Electoral Office, Madam Speaker. It has been tested, the staff have been trained, and the system is ready for deployment, Madam Speaker. We're ready. We're ready.
In more news, the Dominica Cadet Corps is hosting the 30th Commandants Conference of the Caribbean Cadet Association. A ceremony was held at the State House Conference Room to officially welcome the commandants of the various Caribbean countries. The conference began on Tuesday, August 1st and will run through Saturday, August 5th. The Cadet Corps institution, which has been in existence in Dominica for decades, was established to develop qualities of discipline, equity, democracy, civic duty, leadership among the country's youth. The Honorable Minister for Youth, Justina Charles, says government will continue to support the Corps as the organization continues to instill morals and values in young people.
Our greatest goal should be geared at providing mentorship that will instill moral and maturity in these young people as they are molded in becoming productive and responsible citizens.
Honorable Charles revealed that the Corps is being assisted by a monthly subvention by government. The Pierre Charles Foundation, of which Honorable Charles is the president, also lends financial support to the Corps.
The Corps has benefited from a monthly subvention from government to meet its administrative costs, and together with well-wishers such as the Pierre Foundation, of which I am the president, and the Rebuild Dominica Incorporative, among others, have assisted in providing uniforms, material, and other supplies to meet the effective running of the Corps.
She pledged the government's commitment to uphold the objective of the Cadet Corps.
Our government is cognizant of the fact that there is need for continued training, especially for NCOs, among other needs. As such, we will do all in our power to uphold the objective of the Corps, which is to mold and fashion young boys and girls into future leaders of society that others can look up to.
Featured speaker at the event, Steve Farrell, who was a member of the Corps from 1975 to 1978, says the Corps has played a major role in his own formation.
Being a cadet between 1975 to 1978, while attending the Dominica Grammar School, was a major trigger in my own formation. My personal experience, together with the observations I can still make from the work and outcome of the cadet movement, draws me to one of my favorite and frequently used quotes from St. Paul, which I state, and I quote, "Do not be conformed by this world. Be transformed by the renewal of your minds." This is what you, in fact, do, commandants of the region. Even if you don't realize and can't begin to imagine the extent to which you transform lives.
He says the Corps remains an organization geared at the development of Dominica's youth.
The Cadet Corps remains a silent but effective anchor for the stability, balance, and development of young people.
Colonel David has bade farewell to the Corps and is succeeded by Colonel Joseph Raymond. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
When you think about it, food is life. That's why people come to Dominica. They don't only come for the waterfall or the scenery or the views, but it's the flavor. Sometimes it is just what they can taste. The flavors that we have here, you can't find anywhere in the world. They are truly unique. I've been in business 17 years, and I see so many guests come and go. My business is to put a smile on their face and something good in their belly. Everything we serve here is local. It comes from all over Dominica. So we get fresh lettuce, or vegetable, or fish from Saint-Sauveur, all our product from the farm. Sometimes go on the farm and help them pick. The uniqueness of the experience is in how authentic it is. I heard the taxi driver promoting my plantain chips. I said, that's the best plantain chips you can ever have. I don't have to go and put on TV. Money is not everything, but leaving customer with a smile, friendly service, and they will come back. This is the real Dominica. I'm just proud to be a part of it. My name is Maurice Smith. They call me Rudy. Tourism is my business.
Welcome back. The Honourable Member of Parliament for the Salibia constituency, Cassius Daru, is pleased that government has demonstrated commitment to the development of the Salibia constituency. Honourable Daru noted that this Dominica Labour Party administration has shown true interest in the well-being of the people of his constituency. He stated that government has invested significantly in education, housing, health, sanitation, social support, and community development in the territory.
Majority of the residents in the Salibia constituency, comprising of the Kalinago territory, Atkinson and Antrizal, they're saying that if, especially the elderly people, they're saying, si gouvernement sala ale, no fini bat aba se tiboy sala. It means that if the Dominican Labour Party has to leave office, we are going to suffer under the United Workers' Party, Madam Speaker.
The Honourable Member of Parliament described the 2017-2018 budget as a budget for the people. He says this budget is geared towards empowering the people by creating opportunities for all. It is against this backdrop, government has allocated $600,000 to the Ministry of Kalinago Affairs for small business development in the Salibia constituency.
Last financial year, Madam Speaker, we disbursed $500,000 worth, $500,000 to assist in small business. And in the coming few months, when you pass through the Salibia constituency, you'll realize that economic activities is growing significantly, Madam Speaker. And I'm hoping that all citizens, in spite of your callers, you can take advantage of the small business unit that we have on this beautiful country of ours. And I'm encouraging my Kalinago people and the residents of Atkinson and Antrizal to also tap in their fingers to ensure that they get some form of assistance from the small business unit.
Infrastructural development is also high on the cards for Honorable Daru. He announced construction of the $100,000 Sineku classroom block will commence in this new financial year. Honorable Daru thanked the Honorable Minister for Education, Peter Serja, on behalf of the people of Sineku.
On behalf of the residents of Sineku, the students and parents, I want to say a special thanks to the Ministry of Education and the Honorable Peter Serja for ensuring that this is allocated for in this budget in this financial year. Mr. Serja, thank you very much, but I'll be coming for more.
And that's the English segment of the news. Shaakira Pierre is up next with Creole highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Plan geothermal là, c'est une manière gouvernement voit et ça fait énergie plus affordable à Dominica, taper l'argent pour finir projet ça là. Pendant la douce budget là, jeudi semaine passée, ministre Finance, Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, de l'argent ça là, c'est fait available par gouvernement et puis d'autres organisations. 10 mois qui passent, le gouvernement établit une compagnie pour le développement géothermal à Dominique, pour y travailler pour finir le projet là et puis pour tirer Dominique qui dépend à d'autres pays pour lui. Dominique est aussi prêté l'argent à la banque latérale à valeur 16,10 millions de dollars pour finir le projet ça là. Premier ministre a dit assessment environnement et puis social qui est aussi en place à Roosevelt là. C'est là pour plan là qui est fini en financement l'année là. Honorable Skerrit dit gouvernement qui fait négociation et puis Dominique pour discuter pour là yo qui gagne électricité là. Négociation ça là qui est fini, semaine qui a vini. À d'autres nouvelles, même Parlement pour constituency Salibia, Honorable Cassius Daru dit il plaisir gouvernement qui a fait commitment pour travailler pour développement constituency Salibia. Honorable Daru dit administration Labour c'est le premier gouvernement qui a payé attention à mon Kalinago. Il dit gouvernement investit en éducation, santé et puis développement Kalinago territory là. Honorable Daru dit budget là c'est un budget pour tout le monde. Il aussi dit budget là qui fait opportunité pour tout. Honorable Daru dit c'est qui fait gouvernement fait $600,000 available par ministre Kalinago pour faire petit business à l'année financière left là. Honorable Daru aussi fait parole que le gouvernement a fait l'argent available pour bâtiment un morceau à l'école primaire Sineku à valeur $100,000. Et puis finalement, Cadet Corps Dominique a tenu 30e conférence pour l'Association Cadet Corps pour Caraïbes là. Une cérémonie prend place à la salle Conference State House la jeudi pour souhaiter ses commandants là un bon temps à Dominique. Conférence là commencé mardi et puis qui finit samedi semaine ça là. Cadet Corps qui a existé en Dominique pour longtemps et puis qui a assisté à développement jeunesse pour faire plus meilleur monde à la société. Ministre Jeunesse, Honorable Justina Charles, dit gouvernement qui continue pour supporter l'organisation ça là. Honorable Charles dit gouvernement qui bat Cadet Corps la assistance financière tous les mois, et puis aussi capable assistance aux fondation Premier ministre Honorable Pierre Charles. Ministre l'a dit gouvernement qui fait tout pour faire cette organisation à la Western Society. C'est Ferrol Baladwes et puis aussi te cadet. Il dit quand il te cadet, ça joue un bon pas à la vie. Colonel David est chef, mais il quitte et puis actuellement Joseph Raymond, c'est chef cadet corps Dominique. Ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip of the day.
When you think about it, food is life. That's why people come to Dominica. They don't only come for the waterfall or the scenery or the views, but it's the flavor. Sometimes it is just what they can taste. The flavors that we have here, you can't find anywhere in the world. They are truly unique. I've been in business 17 years, and I see so many guests come and go. My business is to put a smile on their face and something good in their belly. Everything we serve here is local. It comes from all over Dominica. So we get fresh lettuce, or vegetable, or fish from Saint-Sauveur, all our product from the farm. Sometimes go on the farm and have them pick. The uniqueness of the experience is in how authentic it is. I heard the taxi driver promoting my plantain chips. I said, that's the best plantain chips I ever have. I don't have to go and put on TV. Money is not everything, but leaving customer with a smile, friendly service, and they will come back. This is the real Dominica. I'm just proud to be a part of it. My name is Maurice Smith. They call me Rudy. Tourism is my business.
Here are 6 more reasons why you should drink more water. Drinking water helps maintain the balance of body fluids. Water can help control calories. Water helps energize muscles. Water helps your kidneys. Water helps keep skin looking good. And water helps maintain normal bowel function. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani St. Thanks for watching.